How's it going, guys? Welcome to Aussie Mix Reviews. So this is my very first car review, and what we're going to do is start with the good old Nissan 350Z. Good old 1969, Nissan came up with the 240Z. And in October of that year, it was released in America as the Datsun 240Z, and in Japan 4 days later as the Nissan 240. The 240Z took America by storm as far as sports cars go. It brought out a whole new breed of enthusiasts, and it's what spawned the 350 and the 370s today. So you had the 240Z, the 260, the 280, the 280ZX, two different 300ZXs, one being a twin turbo model, and then they had the 350Z, and they finished with the 370Z so far. So who knows what's next on the horizon. In late 2002, the first 350Z rolled off the production line, and it was to be a 350Z 2003 model. Base, enthusiast, performance, touring, and track were the 5 trim levels. There wasn't a lot of different features between the 5 different ones. Little minor things like HID headlights, Brembo brakes, but it depended on the trim level whether you got any of that anyway. With an all-aluminium engine, the V6 is a dual overhead cam, naturally aspirated. In 2003 it had 287 horsepower, and I believe up to 2009 the horsepower got up to about 307. And there were 3 different engines in the series. It started with the VQ35DE, the VQ35 Rev Up DE, and then the VQ35HR, and the HR was the one with the twin throttle bodies, and the other 2 had single throttle bodies. So stock standard at 287 horsepower for the 203 would be about 220 horsepower at the wheels. So the one I'm driving today is turbocharged and has around 430 at the wheels, so just over 500 off the crank. Let's give her a bit of a squirt, shall we? The bloody power was just too much. Foam flew out of my hand. It's crazy. I'd like to give it a bit more of a squirt, but unfortunately these roads around here aren't too great. So on my car I've actually got an exhaust cutout valve, and she's open right now. I'll see if I can close it for you. Alright, got the exhaust valve closed now. You can hear the difference in the sound. It's much quieter. So if there's nothing coming up this road, we'll give it a little squirt. Hold on. Just open it a little bit. Fuel cuts a little bit. Let's open that valve again. Makes a massive difference. In 2003, I first saw the 350Z at a rally in Australia, and I was like, I really wanted one. And you know, I see them now stock, and I'm like, they kind of look like hairdresser cars. So I definitely could not drive a stock 350Z now after having mine modified the way it is. So the 350s had two transmission options. You either had a 5-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. This happens to be an automatic. However, it is fully built transmission. It's got a upgraded valve body, heavy friction plates, a Transgo shift kit, and a 2800 32 RPM stall converter. So this is ideal for drag racing. You can see the intercooler there. Got the rising sun painted on it. And also, if you peek behind the wheels, you'll see I've got Wilwoods, 14-inch rotor with 4-spot calipers, 13-inch rotors in the rear with 4-pot calipers also. Now the wheels are custom. They're Nissan forged, and they're 20 by 11 on the front and 20 by 13 in the rear. So we had to do a lot of body work to get those wheels to actually fit. Those are the Nito Invo tires. They're a 255/35 20, and then the rear I've got the Neogens, which is a 305/25/20. Show you the back. So that's a bit of the outside. The body kit on it is a VIS Racing Sports AMS GT kit. So how about we take a peek under the hood? Alright, so this is the VQ35DE. I've got the Cosworth manifold on there. Precision 6262 turbocharger. That's a TiAL blow-off valve. She's only running 8 pounds of boost because at the moment it's a stock block internals. So with that manifold, she puts down about 430 horsepower. Catch can. And then throttle body spacer. And then I've got lightweight full pulleys as well. The headlights are all custom. They've got LEDs around, and then there's a demon eye in there as well. I'll pop the LEDs on. There's those LEDs inside the headlight. So it had the housing all painted black inside, and then the projector painted blue, and then there's an Iron Man mod in there. You can't see it quite now, it's dark enough, but see that clear part, and just in there, that glows at night. So stock, these cars handle really well. Obviously with the mods I've done, handle a lot better. I've got coilovers on there. They're actually Megan Racing, and we've modified the front to get them to go a little lower. So it's a very stiff ride, corners like it's on rails. Stock, it was a little loose, but for a stock car, the 350Z is a great car, like off the bat. You could definitely autocross it, not even a problem. But they're an expensive car to modify, not too expensive to buy right now. Anyway guys, that was my review of the 350Z. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure I missed some stuff, because guess what? I'm bloody human. But there she is, guys. Peace out.